Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of May 8th. I hope you guys had a great free comic book day and it came down. We saw a lot of good faces and everything like that. And we appreciate you guys supporting this comic book store. They let us come in here and do this for free. And yeah, let's keep shopping here so that way they keep doing that. We're going to start right now.
Hey guys, Tim from the comic book store, and I feel like death, so my energy is way down. But who really cares about any of that? I'm sure I'm fine. Anyways, here's the trades for this week. We've got My Boyfriend is a Bear. Okay, I don't know. Hellboy is being recollected in omnibuses. Omnibuy. So that's the first one out today. We've got Wonder Woman, Volume 5. We got Venom Inc., which was a Amazing Spider-Man Venom crossover book. We've got some more Deadpool, because every week there's Deadpool, right? We got Dark Fang. I did not read this when it came out, but I was flipping through it. It looks pretty cool. We got Deathstroke the Terminator, Volume 4. This is your classic, his first ongoing series that started in the early 90s, I want to say. That was fun at the time. Maybe it holds up. I don't know. Cyborg, Volume 3. Still happening. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Volume 3. I don't know if this is the end of the series or what, but I know Ryan Young loves it. And you all love Ryan Young. And then the best one ever in trade form, Werewolf by Night, Complete Collection, Volume 3. It's got your Moon Knight first appearance in it. So it's the greatest book ever. And you should read it. Because it's sweet.
Alright guys, first up we have Justice League No Justice, issue number 1. You should read Justice League No End in Sight for events, because they're starting to pick up where Marvel's left off with event after event after event. This takes place immediately following Metal. The only way to fix Metal and fix everything was to blow a hole through the source wall. And for those who don't understand DC, the source wall is basically the barrier that keeps our universe apart from everything else. And there's a big crack in it. And that is now triggering these 4 celestial beings to come and wreak havoc with the world. And Brainiac is going to pull everybody together and fix it. But then something happens to Brainiac, and now they're stuck on their own with no instructions on how to fix the universe. And that's where everything gets stuck. Could be interesting. I don't know. Didn't really do anything enough to interest me. But that just could be my fatigue with dealing with Metal and how it ended. So, I don't know. You might like it.
Alright guys, my first pick is Analog number 2. I chose to do this book because the last issue ended on a cliffhanger where it looked like a lot of people were going to get their butts kicked. And people get their butts kicked, so I was pretty happy. It didn't last as long as I wanted, but it's a very cool idea where all the technology is... You can either choose to go with technology and fully embrace it, or you just avoid technology. The internet has been destroyed because the internet was evil. It's a long thing. Go back and watch my other one to understand the plot a little better. But basically what I'm saying is this book is very good, very well written, and it continues strongly. And crazy things happen, of course.
Next up, we have Oblivion Song, issue number 3. I love this book. It is awesome. We are dealing with the main character being held at gunpoint by a person in the Oblivion territory, and things don't go very well for him and has to pop out, and you're seeing a lot of the drama that happens between the world, our world, and the cost and everything that's going back and forth, and the emotional toll that happens with bringing back survivors and having them reacclimate themselves into society. It's a great series, and the twist at the end is definitely going to want you to read the next issue. You should be picking this one up.
Alright, next up is a new Brian K. Vaughan book. It's called Barrier. Now, Tim, you're an idiot. Why are you holding the book like this? Well, I'm not an idiot because the book opens this away. This is a strange book, and also issue 2 came out this week, so if you love it, I guess you gotta run back to your store and buy issue 2. Just buy them both. At the comic book store, 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey. But anyways, this is a weird book about a woman who is in Texas, and she has a farm. You're under the impression that her husband has died and she's got the farm and she won't let it go kind of thing, and has to deal with immigration coming over the border. And you also follow another character who is Hispanic. It is very important to note, if you don't speak Spanish, you will not be able to, if you don't read Spanish, you will not be able to read half this book. It is absolutely in Spanish with no Paul, you should have read this one. You could have actually read it. The hope, as Vaughn explains after the issue ends, is that you will understand it based on the pictures, which you do. It's a weird book. It's very strange. I peeked at issue 2. It had me intrigued enough. It goes interesting places. Just know it's a weird immigration story with a twist.
And my pick of the week, it is Batman White Knight, issue number 8. I'm not really going to say too much about it because this is a book you should be reading. The ending to this is awesome. I loved every part of it. This is by far and away my favorite Elseworld title that DC has ever put out. We get to see the final battle between Batman and the Joker and Harley and the Neo Harley, and it doesn't end as well as you think it does, or it does maybe. This thing is awesome. It's something you should be picking up. I can't wait for the trade to come out because I'm going to buy the trade because it was that good. I like the story that much, and this is something you definitely should be picking up. You should have been reading from the entire way through, and you should grab this one immediately.
And my pick of the week, I didn't think was going to be my pick of the week. Who knew? My pick of the week is Medieval Spawn and Witchblade. Why? Because it's a very fun medieval story involving people who are under siege by weird zombie-esque Viking characters, and Medieval Spawn comes back, and apparently he used to be their king, and he is going to fight for them again. It's a very strange book. There's a hint of Witchblade, but she actually doesn't show up in the book that much, and she's definitely not very Witchblade-like. But the book was very good. I don't know. I was just very surprised that it was a solid medieval story. And check it out. You might be surprised. I just thought, what? That doesn't belong together. Let's read it. It turns out it actually was quite fine. So check it out.
There's a thing here.
What are you doing? Now you're just blocking it?
And then right there. And then right there. And then right there. Tim's sick, so I had to do this for him. He's just kind of staring there. It's been a bad day for him, but he's okay.